I grew up in like in a it's a bad environment, but that's just the way I grew up. It's just a lot of trouble. It's been real bad. So like really, if you make it from around here, and you was really focused, cause I really don't know no one who really made it from my area, but everybody around here appreciate and supporting and really like what I'm doing. They make sure I stay from out here and stay out of trouble, cause it's a lot of stuff you can get caught up to just being out here.
Well, when you drop Cam off, you kind of realize he lives right off the lane, Burt Jones Lane. He went to Burt Jones Lane Elementary School, so he is in the thick of things. It's not like he's gonna tell a story and you'll really find out it's not true. No, Cam has a mature mindset. I didn't understand when I initially got the job. Cam went home every night at 10 o'clock with me. He never wanted to go home early. And it wasn't because he didn't have nothing at home. He just didn't know at home there was nothing for him to do. He'd rather do his homework at the field house than watch practice film, grab something to eat. And I started understanding as I started taking him home. You know, he loved his mom, did a great job raising him. She provided a house for him to live in. But he just the environment, he was outside, his friends, you know, they didn't want to hear about how the football practice go, how'd your test go. They want to hear about, let's go get into a little problem, a little trouble around the corner. Let's go try to do something over here that's mischievous. And Cam probably knew that's not the route to go. But I like Cam because he still knows all those guys well. They still interact at school. You see him in public still talking, and they represent for him all the time. They're so proud of him. But he found a median on how to be that guy in the neighborhood and still be that guy in the classroom. And I'm so proud of Cam for that, for having that balance in that. Him and his brother Brandon Lewis.
What are some of the different type of things that other guys got into that you had to make sure to steer away from? I mean, just different types of trouble and stuff. When you mentioned,
Yeah, just getting kicked out of school, and these the same boys I grew up with coming out of elementary. Like these my homeboys. Like, I mean, it just I stayed focused.
Initially, it takes him back to the first days I met the team in the cafeteria, and I was explaining to the guys, you know, this is Wossman High School. You have talent, but we don't have anyone signing scholarships. And they said, well, Coach, how do I sign a scholarship? I'm talking about the ACT test. And I educated them about the core GPA, and they didn't understand the process it took to sign. They said, well, Coach, we don't want to sign. We always just go JUCO or something. So it was just odd to hear them sound like they would never could sign an actual scholarship when we know you have the talent. So now to hear Brandon say that, it's like I revisit that moment in my mind. They're not envisioning it, but I had the vision for the program, for the kids. Like I said, once you put the film in, there was no question I can get kids signed for major scholarships. I just had to have the grades. And hats off to Cam Lewis again. He was the first one to cash in with his grades and his ACT score. His brother cashed in later. Then Ladarius Thomas cashed in. But just for the younger guys coming up, like I said, to know Cam went from Burt Jones Elementary to MLK Junior High through Wossman High School. You walk through the same field house Cam Lewis walked through, the same weight room. It's not the best of facilities right now. We're going to upgrade here in a minute. Those kids see I can make it out of this environment. You know, I'm not trapped.
Some of my old teachers still work here. They love it. I come back and talk to the kids. They love to see me come around. I'm a big part of this area now.
I don't know if you really put in words just the feel from the school, the teachers, the faculty, because it seems like everywhere you go, every gas station, every Walmart you stop in, it's a LSU fan. And then now, you know, once Cam committed to LSU, they had my Wossman clothes on. They knew I was a kid from Wossman committed to LSU. So now, in the town Wossman and LSU together, which is awesome for this school, because now they finally have someone to turn TV on. You root for LSU, but now you know, I know that kid, Cameron Lewis. I saw him come up and play at MLK Junior High. So the best thing about this is the exposure for the school and Cameron Lewis. And I think it's even cool just to have him and his brother sign on the same day also. You know, his younger brother, Brandon Lewis, who had 13 receiving touchdowns this year, has 3 offers from Arkansas, Monticello, Henderson State, and Southern Arkansas. And I'll be surprised to see how that plays out for his younger brother. That's really cool. And it won't overshadow each other's day because this is something they both dreamed of doing. Cam was just blessed with a little more speed and a little more quickness, you know, than his brother, and he got the grades first. Cam has grades first, but Brandon made his 2020 ACT later on. So this is going to be awesome, man.
I'm forever from Burgeon Lane. I'll never forget where I come from, but I'm going to stay focused and I'm going to make it out. It's what I got to do. I can't stay around here no longer. It's just like the longer him and Monroe, seems like the least chance I'm gonna make it. That's why I gotta get away from it ASAP.
When you're like a 6 or 7 year old kid growing up like around the corner from here, what do you think you're going to be doing as an 18, 19 year old? Like what's the plan for young guys that come up here?
Well, really, since I became this big person around here, like a lot of kids around here really look up to me now. Like most of them really tend in the football, they see that it can really happen from this area. So I'm a big part of the little kids around here, and that's what I gotta keep doing, because I want the young kids to grow up to be better than me.
Did you, when you were growing up over here, did you think that you'd be where you're about to be in a week and a half signing with LSU, or what did you think you'd be doing?
To be honest, I never seen this coming, man. Leaving the streets alone was my best option. I mean, football wasn't really. I like the football. I played out here a lot, but that ain't nothing that I was in love to. I used to love just hanging out with my homeboys. It was just number trouble. But football saved my life a lot.